tal todos? Yo soy Engel Fonseca, aquí transmitiendo en vivo en IAB Conecta 2015. Es un gusto para mí y una inspiración estar con Hugo y con Diego. Hugo y Diego de AKQA, una super agencia originaria de Nueva York. It's from New York, right?
London.
London, there you go. And AKQA is an amazing, I know about the agency because one of the founders is one of the authors of this book called Velocity, right?
Yeah.
That speaks about the 7 laws of digital era, right? Yeah. So you guys are based in Sao Paulo.
Yeah, we are based in São Paulo. We are glad to meet people in all the offices, in almost all the offices in AKQA.
Great.
So we start in London, where Ajaz is based.
Can I ask questions about football, soccer? No, I'm just joking. No.
Not about the World Cup. Let's talk about my team.
Yeah, no. So
Corinthians.
We can talk about Mexico on the World Cup as well.
no, no. You know, I'm really inspired that you guys you're young. Why you guys come together? Just curious question.
He's not too young.
No?
Yeah.
How old are you?
There's a lot of creams.
Yeah, vanity. Yeah. How old are you, man?
Next week I'll be 29.
29, and you are?
35.
Oh, okay, we're 35. Yeah, it's young enough. So I have 3 questions. First of all, what's the biggest challenge you consider that the digital marketing industry has?
A hard one.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I don't think it's the digital market, but almost
or the advertising.
innovation. When you
Yeah.
talk about innovation,
Yeah,
is always, if you are doing something new, it's really hard to make because you don't have like something to compare or like the skills to make it again. It's not about like we can see like an artist works really hard to find like his style and he keeps doing the style. Like I'm not like
yeah, he can
comparing,
repeat.
but yeah. But the thing is that we did this film for this brand that really worked, and now it's old. Like we have to create like a new one, a completely different thing. So it's not about replicating formulas.
So you think the biggest challenge is creating new things?
Yeah, I think that the biggest challenge is to every day create things, new things, and because when it's something new, there are a lot of barriers. Like you have to convince everyone, you have to show everyone how that it's work. Like you need to find a budget to create something that you don't know if it's gonna work. So the challenge is to create something from scratch, like every day. So it's
interesting.
like
Constant reinvention.
exactly. Yeah,
Great,
it's like going to the moon for the first time.
There,
Every day.
we're gonna get to the moon thing.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So
I would say that there's like the most difficult thing about this new era is the ecosystem of communication. So like when we started, at least Diego was still a baby.
yeah,
So
just
it
like
was-
yesterday. Yeah.
So we're going to do a 360 campaign. It was like a TV commercial, a print ad, and a radio spot. And now it's just like communication. It's a really ecosystem that is organic. You know, it's a living being. So that's the hardest thing. You need really to think on an idea that can connect all the dots on that ecosystem. But the good thing is that you have an easier life because you have access to so many tools that allows you to produce the ideas that you want.
Wow. So what's the main idea of your keynote presentation? Just for the people that didn't have time to see your presentation.
Yeah. So the main idea was we started with the speech from the President Kennedy when they say they are going to the moon in that decade.
Yeah.
So he explains like why they are choosing the moon, and they are choosing not because it's easy, but because it's hard. And that's why people climb mountains. That's why people make crazy things, like really difficult things, because when you achieve that, you are like pushing the boundaries and make like an evolution. So
you're seeking like the best version of yourself, right?
Yeah, and in your work, like it's not about like going to some place that is safe, but it's going to the moon. Like it's really far. It's hard. You risk your life. You can spend money and you can fail, but it's always about pushing that. And we brought like we make like some metaphors of the journey to the moon, like the first time when they went to the moon, and our daily work, how we can, we need to be brave, we need to push ourselves, we need to know the technology, how to achieve that. So it's always about like making this metaphor between the journey to the moon and our daily work. Like,
and sometimes it's not achieving. It's like the transformation process to achieve it, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. So Hugo, what is your source of inspiration? I mean, you can have many of them, but what can you share regarding your inspiration habits? Because you guys inspire me. You're speaking about something that is sustainable. It's not like just changing one day. It's changing all the time. And for that, you need a high doses of inspiration. Where do you get your inspiration from?
So we work on a constant evolving ecosystem. So like things are changing every day.
Yeah.
So then you need really to go to the basics. You know, you don't need to be thinking, oh, now there's this new technology, I have to use it. Oh, there's this thing. No, just go to the basic. And the basic, and that's where the source of our inspiration is the daily life of people. You just look at people, and the first question that we do to ourselves when we're working or when we start on a project is, why would people give a shit? You know?
Okay.
So why what we're creating? It really needs to be meaningful for those persons, and for that you need to understand how people live, what are their ambitions, you know, what they need, and how can we be meaningful in their lives.
Wow, that's legacy, man. Yeah, what's your source of inspiration?
I think like Hugo say, like people's lives. El Chavo del Ocho, Chavo del Ocho,
Chavo del Ocho,
and
wow.
Ramon. Like was
Yeah.
this is my biggest inspiration.
Ju-
Like
well,
I used
was
to
gonna
watch.
say something about football, but no.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, El Chavo. No, the daily people, like it's really inspiring to see people. I really like to see people from other networks or other business. So talk to friends that work in a bank or people that travel a lot or architects. But there's something that I really like to go deep in the stories behind is musicians. I really love to watch documentaries of music
Yeah.
because there's a parallel about if you're a great artist, you create a great album and explodes and it's amazing and you're a millionaire and then after that
What
they have
else?
to create a new album. They have to create new songs and it's about inspiration. It's not something mechanic. You have to find the best environment. You need the right people around you. So I really like to go behind the stories of famous artists or
Wow,
famous
thanks.
albums.
Thanks.
That's something
Okay.
that is really inspiring
Yeah,
for me.
well, we have to come out of ourselves. And not everything is digital, but everything will become digitalized, you know. But the third question is really simple. The slogan of IAB is reimagining the future. We're celebrating 10 years of IAB in Mexico. So a lot of people like the future from a distance. It's cool, it's sexy. But not everybody dares to forecast the future, to define the future. What do you guys think will be happening in 10 years in the digital marketing industry? There's no right answer. But what do you visualize? Thinking on this pointing to the moon, looking to the moon point of view.
Yeah.
We talked about that, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
So
You
so
can
we-
make it up. I mean,
We talked a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So we're seeing that people are taking over the structures. So you're seeing that every day, like you see in the Uber taking over the taxis. You see the Airbnb taking over hotels. So technology is really giving power to the people. And
democracy, in a way.
democracy, we
Yeah.
also talked about that. How can we, that's like a dream that we have, that people will be able to rule their world, their country in real time. That's something that technology already allows to do, but we just need to really rethink how politics work. So that's the thing, like that's the good thing about technology. It's not like the Terminator movie
Skynet.
that the Skynet comes and like
Yeah.
suddenly you have machines ruling the world. Actually, technology is giving more power to people, and I think in 10 years, people will have an easier life thanks to technology.
Wow, thanks. You?
What I think from the past few years, like it's really nice to see how technology is really shaking the society and being provocative. If you take like stupid examples like Tinder, like people
Yeah.
using technology to
you
find
use
their
Tinder?
partner. No, I have like a ring here.
Oh, okay. I used.
Yeah, no, I didn't have time.
I'm joking. Yeah. Yeah.
So this kind of people, and you have the people splitting. Oh my God, that's wrong. Like you make like everything superficial. I hate technology, and the people like they are born with the technology in their hands. Like say, like that's normal. Like that's not technology or without technology. That's just one thing.
Yeah.
And if you take kids like I have a daughter and a stepson, and the boy is like 6 years old, and it's really nice to see how he deals with TV, for example. He don't like TV. He prefers to have like the control of things.
Netflix.
He prefers to watch Netflix on the phone in his hand, than watching a big screen on the room. And this is the generations are coming, like it's a completely different mindset.
Wow.
So
democracy, and the importance of people with technology. I like what you said. Also what you said, but you said something interesting.
Was better, much better.
Yeah, but he said something really interesting. It's not that technology is taking people's lives away. I think it's giving us back the capability of making more with our time. You know, I mean, you mentioned Uber, but Tinder is kind of like the Uber kind of thing. I mean, it's this on-demand way of living, thinking, existing. Yeah. What?
The Uber of love.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
I think like the things that are really changing is that right now we have choice.
Yeah.
It's up to us. Like we're free to choose whatever we want. Like we have all the tools that we want. And people say like, oh, now our lives are superficial, because you choose to be superficial. Because
you're not a victim.
Like 20 years ago, you had 2 channels on TV, so you had to see what was on the TV. You couldn't see other things. Right now, you can see whatever you want. Like you have the power. Like you can do the choice. So that's the thing. Like we're giving people the choice and the power to do whatever they want. But sometimes, like power is people don't know what to do with that. So. And we see that most of the people, they just follow. Oh, everyone is now, on Instagram and doing.
Yeah,
stuff.
You can be reactive in life.
Yeah, well, I just need to get some likes on my Instagram. But no, you can choose not to be on Instagram.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
So this is the thing. Like it's a wonderful world. You just need to really, decide what you want to do with it.
Great. Well, enjoy Mexico. Thank you so much for coming to the event. I'm sure a lot of people here are inspired of what you guys are doing. The company is huge. And as I told you, I know about the company, and it's really a pleasure for me to meet you guys. Thank you so much. Gracias a todos y seguimos aquí en IAB Conecta 2015.